Hey Yogi, welcome to class. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Rhi and this is Burghley. And if you are returning, then welcome back. We are stoked to practice with you again on the channel. You won't need anything in particular for today's class, maybe having some blocks handy, 2 rather than 1, but I won't be using them, so it's just in case you want them. Everything's optional. So today we'll start in a child's pose and take the knees nice and wide in this one. So usually I would say, take whatever feels good or do whatever you want. But for this one, let's try and just start to open up through the hips a little bit. And you can be nice and active here. You can kind of keep the butt lifted a bit. You don't need to fold all the way down. More than anything, just thinking about the relationship here between the pelvis and the pose. So we're trying to kind of spill the bowl of the pelvis forward by slightly lifting the tailbone. And you can be working on that wherever you are, whether your butt kind of goes towards the heels or not, it's kind of irrelevant. You could be working on that from a higher position. And just feel how the body is feeling in these moments. Take a few intentional breaths here. Think about making the inhales quite strong and controlled. And then following that with kind of a soft exhale. So inhaling deeply through the nose. And then really soft. Let it go. 2 more, just like that. Inhale. Softly exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We'll try and keep that softness that goes in hand with strength throughout the whole of the practice. Coming on to kind of hands and knees, I'm just going to turn to face you, moving into a frog pose. So this is super early on, we're just getting started, so we're just trying to find a little bit of range, a little bit of space here. So if you want to stay up onto the hands, you're going to take the knees kind of wide as feel doable. The feet will point outwards, so right toes tracking to the top of the mat. If you're like me, left toes to the bottom. If it feels okay, you could start to come down onto the forearms. You can go lower as well. It depends kind of how much range you've got here. So I generally live in kind of tighter hips, I would say. So, you can go as deep into this as you like. It might feel nice to sort of move slightly forward and back. And here we're thinking about lifting the tailbone. Maybe coming into a bit of stillness if that feels nice. Noticing any sensations here. This is whilst I may not be very deep into this posture, this is a strong place for me to be. So if that's the same for you too, then just take some of those strong and soft breaths, strong and steady on the inhale, soft and ease on the exhale. 2 more breaths here. Nice. Draw the hands underneath the shoulders if they were down, and then slowly bring your way out of this frog pose. I'm just going to move this blanket, seeing as Burghley has decided yoga is not on her agenda today. Coming into a tabletop, so hands under shoulders and knees under wrists. I'm just going to take some wrist circles, grip into the mat here. Don't let the hands kind of be turned off. We really want to engage. So taking the circles one way and taking the circles the other way. Head, neck, shoulders, hips can all get involved here. That's cool. Just trying to warm up the wrists here before we begin. And then from here, turn the right hand so that the palm is flat, but the fingers are facing back, and then do the same with the left. And this is relatively back, so if having the hands in this position doesn't feel comfortable at all, then, you know, they can be out to the side. We're just kind of looking for something that is not fingers pointing forward. We'll take a few cat-cows here. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, push through. Cat pose. Inhale, nice and slow. Think about that strength on the inhale. And exhale, think about softness and ease. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale. 2 more. Go at your own pace. Nice. Come back to neutral. Hands come back to normal, maybe pad or paw the mat a little bit if that feels a little bit intense on the wrists. And then from here, you're going to bring that right knee into the chest. See if you can kind of almost imagine that right knee to right eyebrow. And then looking forward, take the right foot on the outside of the right hand, place it down. And from here, you can scoot the back knee back a bit. You're just going to slowly sort of rock forward and back a little bit, bending and straightening through the right leg. You can be on fingertips here if it feels good. Try and keep the right big toe planted for now. And just notice how that right hamstring is feeling, the left hip. Then coming back to right knee bent, we're going to kind of open the gate here. So opening that left knee inwards so that the left foot is going to come to the right side of the mat. Kind of now in like a little bit of a Ashtavakrasana. So maybe coming up and down, forward, back, forward, back. You can take the hands just somewhere towards the center of the chest, just so that the movement is coming from the legs, and in particular, that right heel. That right heel is pushing you back and dragging you forward. That's what's going to keep that right hamstring working. Keep it honest. Then come down into a deeper position here. The right hand can come to the side of the right foot, inside of the knee, and then inhale, reach the left arm up, look up. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, sweep it up. See if you can take it a little bit further back now. Exhale down. Inhale. See if you can turn on the glutes as you take these movements, make them part of the motion. Nice. Last one, reach up. And then hands down, close the gate or open the gate. I'm not sure, I always say this in classes and I'm not sure it's the right cue. And then drive that right knee back to tabletop. From here, you're going to draw that left knee in as if it could maybe touch the left forehead or the left eyebrow. And then open that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Maybe scoot the right knee back a little bit and allow yourself to just rock forward and back again. Coming onto the fingertips if that feels good. Try and plant the left big toe down. Again, think about the left heel being the driver. The left heel is pushing you to straighten the leg or work towards straight. And it's also the thing that's dragging you forward. Nice. From here, close the gate. So right foot comes off the mat towards the left. And you're going to come up into kind of like a half Ashtavakrasana. If you need to adjust that left foot like I just did, that's cool. You don't want to be static here. Maybe taking the hands maybe into the center of the chest so that the movement is really in hips, hamstring, left big toe, and not coming from the hands. Sink deeply into that left knee, plant the left hand on the inside of the left foot, and then inhale, open up, right arm reaching up to the sky. Exhale, close it off. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If it feels good, the gaze follows the hand. One more. And release. Both hands plant, close the gate. Take that left foot back to where it came from. Tuck the toes, push into the feet and the hands, lift the hips. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out the feet a little bit here as always. Maybe this is the first down dog of your day, and sometimes it's nice to just let kind of like left hand, right foot have the control, and then switch, right hand, left foot. Coming into a little bit of stillness here. Think about lifting the chest slightly so we're not kind of dumping into the shoulders. Heels can be lifted, knees can be bent. It's always a great place. Head is long, neck is long. Then take the feet to the edges of the mat. So toes are going to point out, heels are going to point in, and slowly work to walk the hands back all the way to a Malasana yogi squat. And we've already, just in a few minutes really, kind of done a lot in the hips. So just notice how the hips are feeling in this moment. Can you sit nice and tall? Can you use the inside of the arms to just really drive the knees nice and wide? Beautiful. From here, the fingertips go to the mat and we'll straighten through the legs. They don't need to go straight all the way. Inhale, come back to Malasana. Find it. Exhale. Find the fold, Funky Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Inhale here. Cool. We're going to walk the hands back out, coming into this weird down dog, and then straighten the feet up. Traditional down dog. Pressing into both hands, both feet, left to right, right to left, trying not to favour one side as is often the case. And then right leg will lift, three-leg dog, nice and high. Bend the left knee, bend the right knee, bring the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, sweeping the arm up and back, the right arm coming into a twisted lizard. Nice. Exhale, right hand plants. From here, see if you can straighten back through or work towards straight. You know, straight is relative, isn't it? That's what my teacher always says. Bend in the right knee, straightening it. See if you can keep the right big toe connected here. So you're not using the leverage of the foot coming off the earth to straighten the leg more. Nice. From here, back toes are tucked if they're not. And now lift the hips, come into a modified pyramid pose. And again, you know, the right leg can be straight or bent. It really doesn't matter. The key thing here is send the right hip back, left hip working forward. And keep that lovely hinge from the right top of the thigh to the right bottom of the belly. Looking forward, inhale, rebend the right knee and step that left foot to the outside of the left hand, coming into an active squat. Exhale to stand, draw it in. Inhale, reach up, look up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, sinking back down, active squat. Inhale, hands to the mat, right foot to the back, left foot to the back, down dog. Left leg lifts, 3-leg dog. Nice and high. High up onto the ball of the right toes, deep bend of the right knee, deep bend of the left knee, left foot tracks forward outside the left hand and lower down that back knee again. Coming into a lizard lunge. Inhale, reach the left arm up, sweep it back, twisted lizard lunge. Where are you feeling it here? For me, it's in that right hip flexor. But for you, it could be somewhere else. That's the beauty of the practice. Exhale, left hand to the mat, keeping that left big toe plugged down. Let's just straighten and rebend. And again, fingertips, hands flat. Your call. What do you need today? Where are you feeling that you need to send that strong breath to? And then tuck the back toes if they're not. Start to straighten through both legs. Again, work on the hinge. Worry about the hinge more than anything else. Keep the left big toe connected to the mat, even if that means it's harder or not available to straighten the leg, and that's fine. Keep wrapping the right hip forward, left hip back. And from here, rebend that left foot. Bend the right knee, right foot outside of right hand. Inhale, active squat. Exhale to stand, draw it in. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, hands to the mat. Left foot steps back, right foot steps back. We'll take a vinyasa. Lift heels, bend knees, roll forward into high plank, either full or half push-up. So either drop the knees or don't. Drop the knees, everybody. Push the butt back towards the heels. Drop the forearms. Slide into upward facing. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Nice. From here, lift heels, bend knees. Inhale, step to the top of the mat, feet outside the hands or jump. Inhaling to active squat, exhaling to stand. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, hands to the mat. Nice and slowly now, step or jump back into your vinyasa. Drop in forearms. Coming into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, pushing back, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. From here, lift heels, bend knees, step or jump the feet to the outside of the hands. This time, on your inhale, you're going to lean over onto this right foot. Keep the right leg bent. Find a crouched warrior position. Exhale, straighten through that right knee. Coming into traditional warrior 3. Then from here, inhale, drop the toes off. You're not on your mat, that's fine. Coming into a crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the nape of the neck. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, reaching back forward, back into crouching warrior. How slowly can you bend through the left knee? Drop the left foot back. Come into active squat. Exhale to stand, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, hands to the mat to prepare gently, with control, your vinyasa. Nice. So a bit of a mashup of awakening A and awakening B there. We'll do another one on the left side. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees, step or jump, feet outside of hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale to stand. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, lean over to that left side, bend the left knee, come into a crouched warrior 3. Exhale to stand on that left leg, warrior 3. Inhale, arms forward, right foot back, coming into a double bent leg lunge. Exhale, hands to the nape of the neck, prepare. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, leaning forward, hands back into the chest, come back into that crouched warrior position and bend the right knee, drop the right foot outside of the right side of your mat. Inhale, active squat. Exhale to stand. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, hands down to prepare, step or jump back with control. Vinyasa. Inhale into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, push back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Lift heels, bend knees, look forward. On your exhale, step or jump. The feet outside hands. Inhale takes you to active squat. Exhale, draw it in, stand. Inhale, reach up, look up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, back down to active squat. Inhale, lean over to that right side. Avoid hitting your plant if you're like me and now have a face full of, I don't know what this plant is. Exhale, straighten that right leg, it's all irrelevant. Inhale, back into a double bent leg lunge on the right side. Exhale, hands to the nape of the neck. Inhale, reach the arms back, look up. Exhale, arms come back forward. Prayer into the center of the chest. Slide yourself back into a crouched warrior position. Bend the left knee, left foot lands. Active squat. Exhale to stand. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, look up. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, hands to the mat, step or jump back. But do whatever you're doing with control. Be intentional with where you are going. Nice. Back again. Lift heels, bend knees, look forward. On your exhale, step or jump outside of hands. Active squat, inhale. Exhale, stand. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, look up. Exhale, back to active squat. Inhale, leaning over, turning on that left foot. Crouch warrior. Exhale, traditional warrior 3. Inhale, arms forward, right foot back. Double bent leg lunge. Exhale, hands to the nape of the neck, prepare. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands back through the center. Slide the right foot forward and up into crouching warrior. Bend that right knee, drop the right foot back into active squat. Exhale to stand. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, back down, active squat. Inhale, hands to the base of the mat to prepare. On your exhale, vinyasa. Or just meet me in a down dog. Whatever you want to do is totally cool. This is your practice, remember. We go through that one more time on each side. So, inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, active squat. Exhale to stand. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, turn over. Really press into that right big toe, lifting through the back leg. Crouched warrior. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, hands forward, left foot back. Double bent leg lunge. Exhale, hands to the nape of the neck. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, draw the energy back through to the center as you drag that left leg back into crouched warrior. Bend the left foot, knee, drop the left foot, active squat. Exhale to stand. Inhale, reach up, look up, Urdhva. Exhale, sink back down, active squat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, meet me in a down dog or take a vinyasa. Nice. Last one. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees, step or hop, feet outside, hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale to stand. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, lean over to the left. Square the hips to the ground. Deep bend of that left leg. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, arms forward, foot back. High lunge. Exhale, hands to the nape of the neck. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands forward. Drag yourself into that crouched warrior. And then bend that right knee, drop the right foot. Inhale to active squat. Exhale to stand. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, hands to the mat. Exhale, vinyasa, or skip it. We're not moving at pace, but we're doing a lot. So notice if that's building heat in the body. It certainly is for me. Right leg lift, 3-leg dog. Bending that right knee deeply in, drop the right foot in between the hands. Scoot the right foot over a little bit, reach the right arm forward, look forward. Drive the left foot either to catch, keeping the butt lifted, or release and just hold it actively. And then drop the butt down. Nice. Scoot back a bit if you're wandering off your mat, like I am. From here, really drive that right knee in towards the chest, flex the left toe, sit up. Sit up nice and tall here. And if that's a challenge, take the foot a bit further forward. But we want to sit nicely upright. Then bring that right foot to the inside of the left thigh, opening up the right knee, letting it hang over to the side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding over that left leg, coming into Janu Shavasana. And again, think about hinging here. Not so much about rounding the back, but more about having this connection, belly to thigh. Flexing strongly through the left foot. If it feels nice now, let the forehead go heavy. Inhale, reach up. Come back to a seat. From here, we shall try, because we've done quite a little bit here with the hips and the body's nice and warm. So we'll try elephant pose or Ashtavakrasana 8 angle. So from here, bring that inside of the left foot up and just start to kind of move up and down. Just feeling out the hip here. And then when you're ready, foot right, left hand onto the outside of the right foot. And then see if you can reach up to sort of put the right leg behind the right shoulder, like you were wearing a backpack. Hands go outside, just in front of the hips. This is where blocks might help if you're struggling to kind of get a bit of air time on the lift. Lean forward, let the right foot plant. Really squeeze the inside of the right calf or the back of the right leg onto the right arm. Then from here, inhale, lift up. See if you can come into elephant. So that's just lifting the butt off. Maybe you want to bend through and come to 8 angle Ashtavakrasana. When you're ready, slowly come back through elephant and lower down, like nothing happened. Okay, plant the left foot, plant the right foot, plant the left hand, reaching the right arm forward. We're going to go back to where we came from. Plant the right hand, reach the right leg up, down dog. Might feel nice to bend the knee and just take some hip circles here. And then plant the right foot down. Do that on the left side. So inhale, reach the left leg nice and high. And then bending through both knees, drop the left foot in between the hands. Stay high onto the back toes. Reach the left arm forward and see if you can catch hold of the right foot as it comes through. Maybe you're just holding it and being really active. But wherever you go, you're going to drop the foot eventually. Let's work on squeezing that left knee into the chest again. Flexing through the right toes. Sitting up nice and tall. Let your ears stack over your shoulders. If all of that was like, what the fuck? I'll put a card in for a breakdown of Ashtavakrasana, but the key thing there is just engagement through the hips, engaging the hip flexors, and popping the blocks underneath the hands to help with a bit of height is always a good place to start. From here, inside of the left foot, bottom of the left foot I should say, to the inside of the right leg. Keep flexing through the feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinging forward, folding at that hip hinge there. Think about keeping that connection, lower belly to the top of the right thigh. Spine is long, just for a couple of breaths, just to really work into it. And then if it feels nice, you're going to just let everything sort of hang. Forehead to the shin. And then reach it up. So we're going to prep for that elephant trunk or Ashtavakrasana again here. So just sort of moving through the hip. It's always really kind of clunky for me actually, but lifting and lowering, maybe moving from side to side. There's no kind of real way to do this. You're just trying to open up through that left hip a little bit. And then when you're ready, right hand on the outside of the left foot and see if you can create the little backpack. Again, this is the time to bring your blocks underneath your hands if you need to. And then reach forward, let the toes drop. Squeeze the leg into the arm. The key is to have that active connection. It's not a passive hanging there. It's active to keep it there. And then lift up. See if you can lift that right leg up. This may be where you want to stay, or you bend the right leg, cross the right ankle over the left ankle, come in to Ashtavakrasana, 8 angle. And then whenever you're ready, see if you can come back through elephant and then lower. Nice. Plant the left foot. Plant the right hand and bring yourself back where you came from, dropping both hands to the mat and then sweeping the left leg up. Maybe taking some hip circles if that was all quite intense there on the hip. Nice. Drop the left foot down. Drop the knees to the mat. Take the feet a bit wider. Again, great place for the block. So much for not needing the block. But we're going to sit the hips back in between the feet. So if this is really uncomfortable, certainly on the knee, then don't do it. Pop a block in between in between the feet. That's going to allow you to still be in the posture without feeling any discomfort. And making sure here that you kind of keep your feet pointed. So we don't want the feet flexed in this posture. Coming into hero pose. You can take it upright like this. Maybe you want to let the forearms come down and reach up through the collarbones. Or if I've got enough room, which possibly I don't, you're going to let yourself come all the way down into a reclined, I can't speak today, reclined hero. How is the breath in this moment? Can you tune back into that breath at the beginning where we're nice and strong on the inhale and we're really soft on the exhale. Wherever you are, slowly bring your way back up, upright. And then coming up off the butt, we're going to come back into that frog pose. So really just so that we can have a check-in. How does this one feel compared to the first one? So take the knees nice and wide. Maybe it's wider than at the beginning because you've now found some more range. Make the feet go out to the side. And then you can have the hands or the forearms flat to the earth. Swaying forwards and back, just feeling where you get that deep sensation, if you do. For me, it's inside of the right groin as I really work to push the hips back. And then hands back under you, come back up. And then make your way into down dog, just so we can transition into our pigeon pose. So lifting the right leg enough to bring that right leg forward. So coming into pigeon, another great place if you've got a block, I'm definitely going to use mine. Try and keep the front leg nice and square and parallel to the mat. So it's totally cool to bring that right foot towards the left hip. But for today, because we've done so much centered around the hips, let's try to keep the leg parallel. And if that means a block underneath the right thigh will feel good, then by all means do that. Or even a bolster. I haven't got one handy. But we want to be upright here. We want to feel a bit more of an intensity if we can, moving into some of that space that we have been creating. And you know, if you've been on the block for a little bit, you might want to remove it and then kind of come down a bit lower. Trying to square the hips off to the top of the mat. maybe coming down onto the forearms, maybe making a pillow with the hands, or just popping your block there to give your head something to rest on. Keep working the left hip down. Try not to sink into the right hip. Try to be active here in that left hip. Two more breaths here. Slowly come up, hands underneath shoulders, tuck the back toes, and switch sides, back to down dog for a moment, and then lifting the left leg so the left knee can go somewhere behind the left hand, left foot behind the right hand. And again, if you're like me, it might feel good here to start with the block. The block really allows me to draw that right hip down and to find some real kind of lifting up in the posture. I often go down to the mat a bit too soon, so I've been working on trying to keep upright, just to really feel the hip stretch, feel that left outer hip work. If you've been upright for a little while with or without your block, you may now want to start to sink a bit deeper into the posture, making it slightly more passive. And then maybe taking the forearms down, or maybe just folding all the way down. Slowly come back up, and from this point lean over onto the left, but bring that right leg around, scoot yourself forward, and we'll roll down onto our backs. We'll just take a happy baby here, just because I think it's going to feel yummy. Arms on the inside of the legs, hands on the outside of the feet. And before you kind of get into this, see if you can reach up and really hug the knees in towards the armpits, and then lower the neck and head down. For me, that helps me get a deeper connection of the legs into the body. Pressing the sacrum, the very base of your spine, into the mat. Might also just feel good. It might feel like you're just adding a little bit in there. And then whenever you're ready, maybe you've already gone there, maybe you're like, nah, happy baby is just not, it's not on the agenda for me today. Coming into your Shavasana, I'm going to take Supta Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together, knees wide, just because it always feels nice after a nice hip opening practice. Use the next few breaths to arrive into this Shavasana, this place of ease. Allow the body to feel heavy. Allow the skeleton to just sink into your mat. But at the same time, allow yourself to feel supported. Supported back by your mat, by the earth, the ground underneath you. And stay here for as long as you have, as long as you can give. Giving yourself enough time to fully immerse yourself into your Shavasana. Super important. This is where I will leave you. Thank you so much for practicing with me for this slower practice today. Leave your comments on how you found it, and take care. I hope to see you on the channel soon. Thank you.